Good morning, welcome to Exeter University Business School. My name is Hannah Newbury. I am a lecturer in Human Resource Management here, and I'm very pleased to be joined with our current Human Resource Management Master's student, Lily. I'm here today to give some more information on a new programme that we're launching in September, which is the International Human Resource Management Masters. I'm going to give a little information about that now, and then Lily's very kindly agreed to talk to us about her experiences with her Masters at the moment. So to get started, I want to give an overview of the new programme starting in September. International human resource management is increasingly becoming an important topic. The ways of work are changing. We're seeing an increasingly globalised environment in which businesses are working. And so we're finding that there's an increasing demand and need for knowledge and understanding of people management in that broader international global context. And so we've developed this really exciting new programme in order to give that bigger picture global understanding of human resource management. So students who undertake the International HRM programme will be able to gather a really strong understanding of social, political, economic and environmental contexts in which people management exercises take place. We're encouraging students to think about the globalised world and environment, and how they can best support and encourage organisations to develop their people within such an environment. So students on that programme are going to have a really good theoretical knowledge and understanding of cross-cultural issues. We're going to focus a lot on the practical skills. So the idea is that by the end of the programme, students will have the underlying knowledge and understanding in which to practice in a globalised environment, but also those practical skills and approaches to be able to go straight into the working workplace. The programme is a 12-month programme made up of some core modules which are exclusively available to those doing the International HRM programme. So one of those is human resource management context based, or comparative of HRM in context, which has a series of guest speakers and experts coming in to talk about their area of expertise each week. We're also going to be looking at different comparisons across different countries as well, and a really good understanding across two terms of developing our theory and understanding across those modules. But what's really nice about this programme is there's also elective choices for students to make. So as well as having the underpinning core HRM knowledge, we're also going to have opportunities for students to tailor their programme according to what really interests them. So modules including marketing, entrepreneurship, digital business models and strategic innovation management are some of the different modules which are available, which makes it a really unique programme in terms of being able to pick and choose the elective modules that students want to take on. Finally, the other piece of information I'm excited about with the new programme is that rather than having the traditional dissertation element at the end of the 12-month period, students will be undertaking a consultancy-based project. And so it's a practical, hands-on, authentic experience of learning where students in a consultancy group will be applying what they've learned throughout the year to real case scenarios, which is a really exciting aspect of this programme. So that's enough talking from me. I'm going to pass over to Lily and ask Lily some of her experiences with the existing human resource management programme, which she's undertaking at the moment. So Lily, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I wonder if you'd start by telling us why Exeter? Why did you choose Exeter University?
Okay, so I did a lot of research before I came here because I got accepted in several universities in the UK, and I decided to come in Exeter for several reasons. I think that the most important for me was the diversity in the university among the students, but also among the professors. Mm-hmm. I think that it's really important for me as an international student to be in an environment that with a lot of cultures, different cultures. Mm. Also the strong background that from that professors have and the tutors, all the academics. Also, I think that the University of Exeter has a really good impact in the society of Exeter, I mean in the community, and also the boost for sustainability. I really liked also the career opportunities that you have through this university. I think the University of Exeter, and mostly business school, it's really famous about the connections with industry, and that was really attractive to me because I would like to live and work in the UK.
Sure.
So that was like really essential for me. There are many more reasons, but those are the most important, that I choose Exeter University among others. And after all, it was a clear decision. It was easy when I realized all these factors for me to choose Exeter.
Oh, thank you, Lily. And so you're partway through your course at the moment.
Yeah.
How are you finding it so far? What have you enjoyed the most?
Okay, I will first speak about my favorite module. My favorite module is International HRM. The reason of that is because it's really interesting, but also useful, really useful. If you like to work in a multinational company, it's a necessity to have the ability to manage people from all around the world, to manage multicultural teams. And I think that through this module, and with the help of our lecturer, Miss Kutilla, which she was amazing, we managed to learn more and more about how to react in everyday life in the workplace through practical examples.
Exactly,
Yeah, that was really helpful. Also, I really enjoyed the residential that we have in October. It was really nice. First of all, we gained so much knowledge about several topics about HR through workshops and tutorials that we have there. But also really important for me was to get know better with other students and with the tutors and professors. We felt like a family those days. And after that, it was really impressive that during the classes, we were closer. That was amazing. So, that was the two things that I really enjoy the most.
And I really agree with that as well. The residential gives the students and the staff the opportunity to understand one another and really build those relationships for the rest of the year.
I agree.
Fantastic. So, what are your plans for the future, Lily? What do you hope to do at the end of your programme?
Actually, before I came here, I had in my mind, okay, I would really like to have a career in HRM, but I didn't know exactly what to do. But here, through the interactions with the academics and also through the variety of modules, I decided that I really want to work in employee engagement more, while maybe doing another master or PhD in domains like leadership, motivation, and in the future my goal is to have an impact in humanity, and more specifically I would really like each employee wake up every day and feel the fulfillment to go to work. That's really important for me. So all of these are my passion and my goal for the future. I hope it's gonna be for real.
Absolutely, yeah. And how are you finding the experience studying with the programme? How is that helping you to shape what you hope for your future?
I think that there are so many modules and there are so many different types of assessments. And I think that, for example, we have a module, the name is HR Skills, and this module give us the opportunity to enhance our skills. We can focus, and we can also enhance our self-awareness, which is really important. If you want to become a manager, you should know your drawbacks and also your benefits, and you should improve them to be better and better every day.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, that's a really lovely aspect of the HRM, is the skills focus, that personal development aspect. Yeah, absolutely.
This is amazing.
Thank you, Lily. And so finally, how might you describe your experience as a postgraduate student in the UK? What's life like for you as a postgrad student here at Exeter?
For me, it's amazing. I think it's really different to talk about be a postgraduate student in London and in smaller cities like Exeter. I would speak about Exeter because that's what I am doing. I live in Exeter. So I came from Athens, Greece 6 months ago, and I really felt, first of all, Exeter is a beautiful and really picturesque city with beautiful landscapes, but also it has many restaurants and bars, and you can do a lot of activities here. But I think that the community, I mean the people in Exeter, they're so open-minded, they're polite, and I think the culture here is easy, you can easily adapt it. I think because of the diversity in the UK, there's so many people from so many different countries, so you feel like home a little bit.
Wow.
For example, here in Exeter, there is a Greek restaurant, so I can go there whenever I want, right? And there is a Greek community, for example. Also, I think that in Exeter and in general in the UK, except London, the cost of living is not expensive at all.
Sure.
It's really affordable.
Yeah.
And I think a last thing, from the UK, you can travel everywhere. That's a huge benefit for me and for people that they enjoy traveling. So yeah, for all of these reasons, I'm really happy to be here.
Very happy to hear it. Thank you, Lily.
Thank you.
So Lily's shared her experiences with us now. I think we have a couple of questions which we're going to answer now, if possible.
Okay, so Exeter already has an MSc in Human Resource Management, so where does the International Human Resource Management sit? Are they quite similar or are they very different?
Yeah, sure. So Lily is talking about her experience on the existing human resource management, and so you can hear the wonderful experiences that Lily's having, which we're trying to develop on. In terms of the skills aspect, we are taking that one step further with the International HRM and making that a really key aspect of all of the experiences throughout the programme. So a practical focus is definitely a difference for the international programme. Also, that broader perspective in terms of a global outlook is what's one of the differentiating aspects. So international HRM will be thinking about some of the challenges and opportunities with managing people in increasingly larger environments with a bigger range of international and multicultural environmental impacts. We've got the three modules, two of which I mentioned earlier, that are specific to the International HRM programme. So the module which runs across the 2 terms, the one I mentioned earlier, the comparative HRM, and the project, the consultancy project at the end are unique to the International HRM programme. And we've also got a business analytics module which will be unique and available for international HRM students, which gives a really nice underpinning in terms of the different ways in which information and data can be analysed and evaluated. And I think also, I've mentioned it already, but it's worth saying that the existing HRM is a series of core modules, whereas the international HRM, there is that elective choice. So you can pick and choose your direction, your route. You can kind of tailor it according to what you want.
Thank you, Hannah. What kind of careers can students expect to go into when they graduate?
Yeah, really quite a broad range in terms of careers for students on international HRM. I think I'd say people management in general can be applied to a whole variety of different scenarios and circumstances. There's always going to be an aspect of managing people, although I've had some interesting discussions with some people about technology taking over the world. I would argue that we're always going to have people involved in running organisations. I think the international HRM programme will be able to help students go into careers, particularly within that multinational corporation. That will be a really nice underpinning to be able to consider. But there's no reason to say why what we learn throughout isn't going to be able to apply to lots of different organisations, small, medium, private, public. I think the general skills and theory that are going throughout the module, throughout the programme, will be able to apply to a whole range of careers.
Thank you. And final question, what kind of support is available for students in the business school?
There's a huge amount of support. Lily kind of made reference to some of it there. So I think the first thing to say is, which I still can't really quite believe, the academic support is just absolutely fantastic at the business school, isn't it? So we have particular workshops and sessions and one-to-one support for things like academic language skills. We also have a huge array of online resources for supporting things like writing, presentation skills, a huge amount to do with that. The employability access that we have here at the business school. So the career zone is university-wide, but we also have our very own here at the business school, don't we, Lily? So that's fantastic. The employability aspect is you can always find someone to help develop kind of your ideas about the future for your career here. Lily, is there anything you wanted to say about what we have available?
We have also the Wellbeing Centre. This is really important. I think that I personally went there to ask some help about my stress management, and they were really helpful. And also from there they can guide you to go to some other workshops and seminars, particularly in stress management or time management, for example. And also I would like to add the studiosity thing.
Yeah.
Oh, this is amazing. So when we write an essay or a report, we can send our draft or our final text to this app, to this website, Studiosity, and then in like 2-3 hours they will send the text back and it's gonna be correct. And that's amazing because we have these opportunities, like you have a personal tutor who corrects your report or essay. That's amazing.
Yeah, so huge amount of support for academic, but also kind of well-being, life skills. And I think another thing I'd say is the staff as well. Yeah, really supportive staff who are kind of always available and willing to help.
Okay, thank you, ladies. That was the last question.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.